Today's video is brought to you by Quality. Quality is a Montreal-based streetwear brand, and it's a brand that I've featured on my channel many times before in the past. Recently, they just began to roll out their spring and summer 2026 line. And the piece that I'm rocking right now, this is an upcoming piece that they're set to release. And while this isn't really something that I normally gravitate towards, I want to get out of my comfort zone a little bit, and after trying this on, I thought it looked really dope. It has that perfect blend of being both dressed up and casual, and that's something you'll see across Quality's lineup. They have a lot of both staple pieces, everyday pieces, as well as those more louder statement pieces. So regardless of what you're looking for in your wardrobe, you're probably gonna find something that you like in their catalog. So I'll link their socials, their website down below. Check them out, support a local Canadian brand, and tell them that you heard about them through this channel. So this right here is the second of two colorways of Air Max 95s that drop between Nike and Division Street's Ducks of a Feather brand, which essentially produces and sells branded merch for the Oregon Ducks, with proceeds supporting the student athletes of the school. So for this Air Max Day, March 26th, they dropped two Air Max 95 Big Bubbles. The other colorway, which I already reviewed on my channel, that one's nicknamed The Woods, whereas this one is nicknamed Lumberyard, with this colorway drawing inspiration from the Pacific Northwest, timber heritage, and the lumber industry. So just like the other pair, these retailed for $220 US, and just like the other pair, they retailed for 306 Canadian dollars, but after paying for the taxes and the duties, it was over 400 Canadian dollars all said and done. So taking a deep dive into the details of this shoe, as we start things off on the toe box, you'll see how this is covered in this light brown or dark beige colored suede, and then embossed across it, we have this simulated wood texture. Next to this, covering the majority of the upper of the shoe, we have this light beige colored mesh, and then on the sides of the shoe, as usual, we have that signature wavy look of the Air Max 95, featuring four distinct colors of suede, all featuring that same wood grain print, just like we saw earlier on the front toe cap. For the eyelets, these come with these woven eyelets done in more of a brownish gray colored finish. And then underneath this, we have a very soft and fuzzy textile, which runs up all the way to the top of the shoe. On the heel on the lateral side, we have an embroidered brown colored swoosh, and then on the heel of the shoe, instead of your typical reflective panel or TPU, it's covered in this brown colored finish, which almost resembles mud, and then on the top of the heel, we have another embroidered swoosh. Hanging off the shoe, for this pair, it comes with an actual wood hang tag, and then lasered out we have the Oregon Ducks O logo on one side and Ducks of a Feather branded on the other side. For the laces, this pair comes with two different lace options. The first lace that they come with is a natural or raw looking rope style lace, but they do come with these wooden lace tips as well with Ducks of a Feather branding on them, which I thought looks really dope. If you're not liking these laces though, they do come with a secondary pair of laces. This is more of a lighter gray colored rope lace, and they come with plastic lace tips too. So the laces intertwine through this overlay, which is similar to what we saw on the heel, and then underneath this, the bottom half of the tongue, this is covered in the chenille fabric, and then on the top, this is covered in what feels like suede, and then on the top of the tongue we have a patch with both Nike and Ducks of a Feather co-branding. The back of the tongue and the interior of the shoe, this is covered in a brown colored liner. And then for the insoles, these come with a foam padded insole. We have Oregon branding on the left foot and Ducks of a Feather branding on the right, and then it features a custom wood grain pattern to it on the top. So the upper of the shoe sits atop a brown colored polyurethane foam midsole, and then encased within this midsole we have Nike Air technology. So you can see the air unit through the windows on the forefoot and this larger one on the heel. And remember, this is a big bubble version of the Air Max 95, so especially on the heel, the air unit looks a little bit larger than Air Max 95s in the past. And in terms of the air bubble color, while it looks like blue, and I think that's due to how the color of the inside blends in with the color of the air unit, the actual plastic material inside the air bubble looks like it's like a shade of green. Turning the shoe over to the bottom, so this is your traditional Air Max 95 outsole. So we have a waffle style traction pattern on the forefoot, and then running down the center of the heel, we have a TPU shank plate, and just like the other colorway, it features this tree line graphic on the bottom, along with Nike Air branding. So that breaks down the look and the construction of this shoe. And for those wondering about how these fit, so these fit exactly the same to me as the Woods colorway, as well as my neon Air Max 95 Big Bubble. So in all three cases, they definitely run more true to size than Air Max 95s in the past. So in the past, I always had to go up half a size to a size 10.5, whereas for these three pairs, I felt like going true to size was definitely doable. My feet are a size 10 and they are a little bit on the wider side, but going with a size 10 for this shoe, it didn't fit me uncomfortably. You can feel a little bit of the outer edge of the shoe touching my pinky toe, but it wasn't uncomfortable or painful. So if you have a really wide foot or you just like more of a spacious toe box, you can still go up half a size. But if you don't like extra room in the toe box and you don't have a really wide foot, you can definitely go true to size. Moving on to the comfort, so in terms of Air Max 95s, so the Big Bubble version definitely feels a little bit more comfortable than Air Max 95s a couple years ago. However, I still don't find them to be extremely comfortable. I find models like the Air Max 90 more comfortable, for example. These just have a bit more of a firmer ride underfoot, even though the heel has a little bit more softness and squishiness. But as I say in every video, everyone's foot is different. So if you're someone that really appreciates the comfort of an Air Max 95, then I feel like the Big Bubble version will just be an upgrade over what you normally consider to be comfortable. Finally, in terms of the quality and craftsmanship, so first off, the material quality I thought was a clear upgrade. Instead of your typical Air Max 95s that give us basically all synthetic materials, this shoe is highlighted by different shades of genuine suede. I love the embossed look of the suede as well. It's a very subtle touch, but it really gives it that wood-like feel. So I thought the material choices on the shoe were definitely a strong point about this pair. The build quality though was a little bit lacking. I don't know if you guys can see this on camera, but there's this huge excess threading that's just popping out right here. And then the panels between my left foot and the right foot, they weren't perfectly symmetrical. For example, some of the panels on the toe box, when you look top down, it just looked a little bit wonky or crooked. So that was a little bit disappointing to see. It was great to see Nike give us elevated materials, but they kind of had to mess that up by giving us a little bit of subpar construction. But that's kind of how Nike is by now. I wasn't too disappointed, honestly. Hopefully your pair, if you guys got these, weren't as poorly constructed as mine. So with all of that out of the way now, let me toss these on feet, I'll lace them up, and I'll show you guys how these look. All in all, Ducks of a Feather and Nike did an incredible job with these two colorways of the Air Max 95s. The Woods colorway, like I mentioned in that other video, is a more playful and arguably more themed colorway between the two. That one I thought was the standout, and it seems like people agree because those sold out pretty much right away. This colorway though is still no slouch. It's still a very creative take on the Air Max 95, it's just a little bit more subtle, a little bit more subdued. In terms of color, I think this is probably the more easier shoe to pull off. And I'm honestly a bit surprised how long these sat on the GOAT app, because last I checked, a lot of the more common sizes were still available for the retail price. So really, both colorways are great. There's no right or wrong answer. I just prefer the look of the Woods colorway a little bit more, but I still really like this pair too. So let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about this lumberyard colorway of this Air Max 95 Big Bubble? What are your overall thoughts on the colorway and the execution of this collaboration? And did you also pick these up as well? Did you pass on these and pick up the other pair, or were none of them on your radar and both were an easy pass for you? If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. I'll link my social media accounts down below for you guys to check out and follow. And another shout out goes out to Quality for sponsoring today's video. So thanks everyone for tuning in, and I'll catch you all in my next video.